Welcome to 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. He has gray hair, he has a gray beard, he wears glasses like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork is better looking. Now, here is Gray Hair Dave.
So, what did you think of that one? I still like the 11 Labs intro. I hope you do too. I've been away for 2 or 3 weeks, and I apologize for that. Been a lot going on, and I thought maybe it'd be time now to talk to you about it. Almost 2 years ago, it's like 20 months ago, 22 months ago, I had an injury at work. I slipped off a curb, then I kind of fell over a parking, what's the word? A parking curb. That kind of screwed things. It screwed my foot up a little bit for quite a while. So that year I was out for 3 months wearing a boot because I was healing, and then I was going through physical therapy. And back then I was driving buses, so I wasn't standing up all the time. So it wasn't so bad. It really wasn't. And then, after that I found another position I went to in the company where I was sitting again. I was always sitting because it was a desk job, a real human desk job. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But that's beside the point, too. I think I've talked about it. If not, we'll eventually get there. But I wanted it to, that was a temporary assignment. And that temporary assignment ended. And I had to go back to driving buses, which is fine. I don't mind driving buses. It's not a bad gig, but I'm really kind of tired of driving big stuff. I've been driving semis. I've been driving big stuff like that for most of my adult life. From steak trucks to semis to buses, everything in between. Pushing airplanes around, doesn't matter. Forklifts, doesn't matter. I can drive most everything. Now, that doesn't mean I'm out there with construction equipment. Sure, I could figure it out, but at my age, why do I want to? Gray hair Dave doesn't need to go out and start working a construction job. Oh my God, that's not going to happen. I'm looking to slow down, not speed up. But anyways, when I left buses and went to the Disney Skyliner department, I was on my feet 8-9 hours a day, 3-4 days a week, sometimes 2 or 3 days a week, but I was always moving. And this injury flared itself back up, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse. So I, of course, talked to my boss, and my boss sent me over to the health services department, which sent me back to my specialist. So, and I think I've talked a little bit about it. We did some time with a boot and relaxing it, put me on light duty, which is no fun. And then she tried cortisone with a brace, but no, the boot was helping, but I was never getting better. Just wasn't getting any better. So I decided what I needed to do. Now I didn't decide this all on my own. My doctor, she goes, Dave, here's where we are right now. You can put up with this for the rest of your life and be in pain and keep coming back every 3 or 4 months for cortisone shots, which don't help. I'll be honest, the cortisone helped for about a week because it's fresh in there, but then it didn't matter. I still had the pain. Or we could go ahead and do surgery and repair it. Now, I'm not a huge fan of surgery. I've had a few in my life. And for me, it's not the surgery, it's the recovery that's a killer. But a week and a half ago, 10 days now, I had surgery on my left foot. She made 2 incisions. She told me today she repaired a tear in a tendon, and then she strengthened the ligament. And she was also going to check into my heel. She thought she might have to move my heel because of it's all, she called it the really weird thing. She called it loosey-goosey, which is what it was. We're going to see what happens after this fix. So I was in like a soft cast for the past 10 days. My great friend took me there, stayed with me while I was in surgery, and then brought me back home. And of course, I'm on crutches, no pressure on it, no walking on it for a month. Oh, okay. And then they ordered me a four-wheel scooter. It's called a knee scooter. So it's easier for me to get around in because I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm not very good at crutches. And those of you who have to use them all the time, God bless you. I'm sorry, but they are not for me. I'm not an uncoordinated person, but when it comes to those things, gosh. Plus, not being able to put any pressure on my foot. So I've been laying in bed for the past 10 days. So I went there today. Today was supposed to be examined, get the bandages rewrapped, changed. And she looks at my foot and she goes, huh. Because I was supposed to get 14 days, get the staples or the stitches removed. She goes, huh, okay, well, we're going to take the stitches out. Oh, okay. Which meant I don't have to go back this Friday, which is a couple of days from now, and have stitches out. And she goes, and now we're going to put the cast on. I was like, oh, okay. You still can't. I don't want you moving or putting any pressure on what I've done. You're not ready yet. You have to go through this process too. She goes, you're not walking on this for a month. Okay. Well, I'll be 100% honest with you folks. I have never had a cast before in my life. Never broken a bone or done anything to my body where I needed a cast. Worst thing I've ever done is this foot problem where I've injured my foot. Everything else has been internal in the torso area. So it's not a big deal compared to this. And, oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to mention too. The hospitals now, compared to 20, 30, 40 years ago, everything is so much better. Everything. Check-in processes. This would have been an overnight stay before, if not a 2 or 3 week stay, or a couple of days stay. Nah, I was out in a couple of hours. My surgery was at 1, and I was home by 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't think that's bad. I really don't. I don't think that's bad at all. And they're constantly checking on you and keeping you as informed as they possibly can. And they're constantly asking if you have questions. It's amazing, and I am extremely impressed. And that's not just this doctor; it's the whole system that I'm in, and it's great. But what I want to tell you is that because of the technologies that are out there now, and everybody needs to have responses on what happened to you. How was it? So I have one more survey to fill out for the anesthesiologist, but I bet you I've filled out 6 or 10 maybe surveys about what's going on here. That each department wants their own survey because they want to know how they're doing. They want to grade themselves and see what needs to be improved and how it's running. And I tell you, some of these are pretty intense. But anyway, so I got a cast on my foot today, folks, and she says, "You're going to try and help me but just bend your knee and let me do everything." So I did, because I wasn't fighting anything. She said, and she wrapped it, and then she put the fiberglass, wraps around with it, and I got a black one. I like it. So it's better than the other, what I have had, because if the tendencies that you are normally to use to walk, it happens to come in through, I can't hurt myself because the cast is there. I can hurt myself, but I'm not going to. But it's a more real reminder. Plus, I feel more secure in getting up and moving around. I've been laying in bed for 10 days. I'd get up to go to the restroom, or I'd get up and go maybe eat. But normally I've been eating in bed. So I'm back at my computers today. And I'll be honest too, I didn't have much pain afterwards. She put me on an hydrocodone for pain, and she gave me 18. I still have 2 of those devils left, and no, I will not sell them to you. Because I haven't been in really any pain. Every once in a while I take an anti-inflammatory if I feel a little bit of pain, but it's nothing. It's been great. So I'm excited about that, folks, and then that's what's going. So for now, it's still staying home, no work, and I'm scooting around the house on my little 4-wheel scooter. It's pretty fun. Now, I wanted to tell you, I'm recording this on a Monday. I'm going to edit it tonight, and I don't know if I'll get it out. So it'll definitely be out on Tuesday. And again, my apologies for being so late. Things happen in life, right? And if you're a podcaster and you don't prepare for that, where you have a bunch already pre-recorded, you can get into these situations. But when it comes to 5 minutes with Gray Hair Dave, I don't really think that I have to worry about it. Tomorrow also, I'm going to start recording more shows for Boomer Podcasters. So if you're interested in that, please come back. That one's been a good month. Because in reality, I'm to the point in the progression where I need to show you things. So it's going to split up, and I'll explain all that to the Boomer Podcasters group. But hey, thanks for hanging in there. I'm back. I'm going to try and make it back every week. This next 2 or 3 weeks, I shouldn't have a problem with that. In fact, I'm going to try and get ahead a little bit. But I like talking about things that are going on in the world as we're talking about it now, which makes it, for me, a little more difficult to go ahead and get ahead of the game, because this has progressed in this 140 so far. Because this is number 141. We've progressed from here's what happened when I was this young and that old, and this wife and that wife, and songs and this and that, and it's okay. That's what this is meant to do. So if this is something you're interested in doing, just coming on and chit-chatting and getting your thoughts and feelings out there, podcasting is the way to go. It really is. So is video podcasting. So is vlogs. We all know YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So they do a lot of videos. There's a lot of videos there, and you're going to see a lot of mine. So that's it for today, folks. Please, if you know somebody who doesn't know what a podcast is, doesn't know where to find one, doesn't know what it looks like on their phone, do me a favor. Show them what it is. Show them how to use it. Help them pick a genre, and help them learn how to follow and subscribe to podcasts, and especially mine. I'd like it. I'm Gray Hair Dave's out here just trying to make friends. Also, folks, don't forget, if you are interested in being a podcaster, Boomer Podcasters is my free version of how to do that right now. It's free for a while. So get in early. One more thing, folks. Do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Smile at somebody you don't know. You'll make their day, which in turn will make your day. So on behalf of me, Gray Hair Dave, and Gray Hair Production Central, you all have a great day, and I will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.